Happy New Year, sir. Good evening, Priya. How are you? I'm fine, thank you. Hmm. Happy New Year. Why question mark? Happy New Year to you, sir, and question mark. Have you made any resolutions yet? No, no need for any resolution, right? Why we need any resolution? Everything is going fine. Mm, mm, right. Any remedy for hair fall? I don't know. I have very long hairs. Okay. Sun in the first house. Sun is fire. And what I have seen with people with sun in the first house, because sun represents fire and burning. First house is head portion of the body. And these people have problem of hair fall and all. But I don't know about remedy. Kalsarpadosh, does it really create any issues? Yes, it creates. It creates. This issue is like, understand it like this. Uh, Kalsarpayog happens when all other planets are sitting, all the seven visible planets are sitting under the purview or encircled by Rahu and Ketu. So it is like Rahu and Ketu are keeping the hold on those seven planets. This person may not be able to realize his true potential for majority of life. Only in like late 30s, 40s, they may realize, okay, this is the path I should follow, and this is what I should be doing ideally. So this is the main issue with Kalsarp Yoga, is that person remains a person doesn't realize his true potential because of the Kalsarp Yoga. Rahu in 10th house in sign of Sagittarius D10. What career is it? As I see, any teaching counseling related work that can be there. Okay. Because Sagittarius is sign of higher education, teachers, guides, counselors. Rahu can make person obsessed towards it. So possibility. Uh, Pranam Neeraj ji. How are you? All right. Sun in fifth house for Gemini ascendant at Swati Pada 2. Will this capable of giving good government job? Sun is debilitated. Sun is government, and it is debilitated. Very less support from government for this person. Ideally, this person should work in the business setup environment because it is in Libra. Swati represents working independently. Libra is the sign of business. So this person, he can get a job, okay, and getting a job is not a problem. He can get a job either private or government, but only thing is that he may feel lots of frustration and dissatisfaction there. Ideally this person should work into the business setup environment. Okay, then just a second. Does debilitated planet gives the same kind of effect as in D1 in other divisional charts also? I consider only D1. D1 is enough. I don't go into D9, D10 and all. I use them for confirmation. I don't prioritize my consultation on D9 or any other divisional chart. For me, D1 is enough. Uh, at 11 degree, whatever degree it is. Which planet indicates change in career, change in profession? Fifth house represents. Okay. Fifth house is eighth from the 10th. So fifth house represents change in career or change in job or change in profession. So whenever fifth house is active through dasha and transit, person can change career. Namaskar. What happens with empty houses with no aspect at all? Look at their ascendant lords. Sorry, house lords. Whichever house is empty, look at their house lord. Where then those house lords are going, what type of results you can expect as per the dignity. Happy New Year, Akanksha. Then what is the result of Jupiter Ketu conjunction in 11th house for Capricorn ascendant? Means they are in Scorpio sign. Great position for anyone interested in occult side of life. Any research oriented subject, any research oriented knowledge. Great position. But when it comes to like desires and expectations, hopes, wishes, income, they may have dissatisfaction. Okay. Thank you. You're welcome. How to judge a planet effect in Gochar? I thought only Mahadasha, Antardasha affects a person's life, but now I found that um, planets' current transition also matters. So, how to predict considering both? Go on website. In celebrity horoscope section, you will find one chart of Donald Trump. Okay, that in that chart I discussed how to make a prediction, and somehow the prediction I made proved to be correct. Okay, I said that somewhere in late 2019 he will have some troublesome time, and this was the time when the impeachment process was started. So that example chart of Donald Trump can give you an idea. So first of all, predictions are basically based on three things, threefold: dasha, chart, dasha, and the transit. First of all, chart should show the event. Okay, understand the basic thing is that chart should show the event. So if X person is coming to me and asking for relationship should be a possibility in his chart. Then only I should look at the dasha and transit and find out the right time for relationship. If relationship is denied in his chart, I should stop consultation there only, and I should not move forward in predicting the time. So the possibility of event should be in the first chart itself. Okay, that is the first step. Second step, look at the dashas which are activating those houses related with a relationship. I'm just giving an example of relationship. So that particular houses or planets which are getting activated during a particular dasha, that can indicate that when this person can get into relationship. Then the third step is the transit, where we see the annual transit during a particular time period, where they are going, where they are going, if they are impacting the same houses of planets which were activated by dashas, then we can say profoundly that this event is more possible to happen. Okay, so this is the three step way of making predictions. First the chart, then the dasha, and then the transit. Donald Trump chart on the website is helpful. Does a retrograde Saturn as Dhara Karka indicates a younger spouse as it is reversing? I don't think so. Saturn retrograde. Retrograde means the planet is closer to Earth, right? So it is more intensified. So retrograde planet is more intensified. So I will still feel that it may attract a partner who is either older in age or who is very matured by nature. Okay. Is KP methodology different from Vedic horoscope? Every system has some differences, and every system has some normal common themes. Okay, so I have written an article on Bhrigu Nadi Jyotish. That article will help you. Just search for Astro Saxena and B and J. You will get it. Mars in 8th house in Pisces is good for occult. Yeah, right. It is Pisces and 8th house are both esoteric by nature, mystical by nature, and Mars is your actions and effort. This is a Leo ascendant chart. So Mars also rules the 9th house and sits into the 8th house. 9th house lord is Mars. Like higher education or knowledge in the research oriented side. Okay. Ketu in the 6th house, Gemini. Person may be disinclined towards business, but eventually he may need to do it. Plus, this person may have communication issues. Gemini. Plus, alternate medication can be helpful. Happy New Year, Tapshi. How are you? आदित्य जी क्या हुआ? Rahu in 7th house of Gemini ascendant, aspected by Jupiter from 3rd house. What it means? This person can have expanded desires in relationship. Two expansive planets are impacting 7th house of relationship. 7th house is relationship. This Rahu is there, and Jupiter is aspecting it. So two expansive planets impacting relationship oriented houses, and this person can have very high-fi expectations in marriage or relationship. Moon in the first house can make him self-centered. Okay, moon is mind and first house is self. This person is all about himself. So this can be a possibility. If Ketu is aspected by Jupiter, then it's a negative aspect effect on Jiva Karka. Jiva Karka is reduced. Jiva Karka. Jiva Karka is not reduced. Jiva Karka is there only. Okay. So Jupiter's aspect on Ketu only shows that the person should be getting knowledge or getting counseling, getting some advice from wise people to deal with the issues where Ketu is placed. Okay. So it is reduced only when the person is receptive towards that counsel. Scorpio ascendant, what are the positive and negative things of placement of Rahu and Venus in 9th house with no aspect? Positive thing is that they can be they can be good at higher education kind of thing, higher education knowledge, religion, philosophy, literature, and all this. These matters can be very important for them. They can be obsessed towards these things. Then they can have issues with accepting organized religions. So this is kind of positive. Rahu Venus can also bring a lot of wealth, but where it can be difficult is in relationship again. These people can have problems in having having only legitimate expectations in relationship or reduced expectation. Their expectations can be very high-fi. That may result in some issues. I have an empty 11th house in Gemini and 5 planets are aspecting it. I think you want to say aspecting rather than respecting. Uh, it's a sign lord in 9th house. Okay, what does it mean? I will only say that 11th lord in the 9th house is that your income is coming from higher education related matters. I don't know what other 5 planets are which are aspecting your 11th house, so I cannot say anything. Sign lord in 9th house only shows that money is coming from higher education, guiding and counseling. A person may be inclined towards traveling a lot. Hope you are doing great too. Great. I am happy. Thank you. If Mars is in Cancer in both D1 and D10, D9 chart, does it cancel debilitation for Leo Ascendant? Nothing gets cancelled in astrology. Everything is in addition. So Mars remains debilitated, but it doesn't mean that your life is doomed. Okay, Mars debilitation can also bring good results if you involve yourself into Cancer and 12th house related activities. Uh, Venus in 29-degree Taurus, 10th house. Will it be counted in Taurus or Gemini? At least I will count in Taurus only. Then Sun, Mercury, Venus in Virgo in 9th house and inside Sir. Good for knowledge-oriented pursuits, especially if someone is interested in financial side of knowledge. Virgo is the sign of analysis and details, and Venus also represents finance and all. Mercury, Venus can make someone very creative also, but good with finance. So for finance related higher education, it is good position, but other difficulties will be there, like relationship matters or a relationship with authority figures, either at home or at work. Okay. Hello, sir. Pranam ji. Uh, what will be the result of Jupiter in 7th house in Ardhara Nakshatra for Sagittarius Ascendant? Is it good or bad? Uh, Good or bad can be together also. In some areas of life, it can be good. In some areas of life, it can be bad. This is a very good position for being in knowledge oriented field. Jupiter is knowledge, 7th house is other people masses. This person should educate other people. This person should be in any work related with teaching, guiding, counseling, consulting and all. As it is in Ardhara Nakshatra, maybe he is in technological field of consulting. But for relationship matters, it is difficult. So bad in matters of relationship, good in matters of business. Okay, and relationship matters, this person can face lots of instability, ups and downs. If Venus and Sun are in conjunction, then does that mean that this person will be very much obsessed with her ego? Does Rahu's conjunction also indicate the same thing? Venus conjunction is like ego conflicts. As I always say, Sun, Venus together. Sun is ego, Venus is relationship. So if they get into lots of ego clashes, as always, either you can keep your ego or you can keep your relationship. You cannot keep both. So this is where the trouble comes with Sun Venus combination. Uh, does Rahu's conjunction also indicate the same thing? Are you asking about Rahu Sun, Rahu Venus, or Sun Venus Rahu? Okay, just clarify this much. What can we expect when a person is running Sun Dasha and has Sun Mercury Rahu in the 7th house in Capricorn? We can expect a lot if he is in business setup. Okay, Sun rules the 8th house, sits into the 7th house. Okay, 8th house is business benefits, 7th house is business. So if this person is doing something related with business setup work, then we can expect great result. If this person is not in business setup work, then he can have problems with the authority figure as it is eclipsed Sun. Plus, in relationship matters, also ego clashes can be there. Jupiter in first house in D10. I would love to see a D1 chart first, but D10 is the chart of career path. So Jupiter being in first house, this much information I can only say this person should be a guide or a teacher or a counselor. As Ketu shows past life achievements, talents, so if work related to that placement, Ketu in Gemini could that help in getting better occupation and success. If he is in Gemini side of work, Gemini is the sign of business. If this person gets into business, then he can get into good results because it is his past life expertise. But this is where he will be disinclined. Okay, this looks paradoxical, but it is always the case. Whatever we have achieved well in our past life, we are less inclined to do those things. So this looks paradoxical, but this is also where this person innate ability is there. Okay, so this person, if he gets into business set of work, then he can get good success. Can Rahu and Ketu become Vargottama planets? Vargottama, all these rules are mainly seen for seven visible planets. So you can apply. It doesn't make much of difference, even if you consider it as a Vargottama. But normally it is not. It is not. They are not considered as Vargottama and all. Rahu Saturn in Aries sixth house. Does it give adverse effect? Oh, it is difficult conjunction. Rahu Saturn together in Aries. Uh, Rahu Saturn in Aries. It is like Saturn is debilitated, plus it is with Rahu, which represents expansion. So those debilitated results are further expanded. This person can have lots of issues with the health issue, health matters. Okay, or lots of conflicts, obstacles, long term conflicts or obstacles in life. This is difficult position. I have Rahu Saturn in Leo, so I can understand. Okay, Rahu Saturn in the Leo in the 10th house, so that is a difficult energy. I could realize my career only in after mid 30s. So this person will also have lots of difficulties, especially in health matters. He needs to be very careful. Uh, how to move ahead in life when three planets, Jupiter, Saturn, Ketu in sixth house of Cancer Ascendant during their Mahadasha. Great. Three planets in one house is always a great indication. Sagittarius is sign of higher education, knowledge, guiding, counseling people. Three planets sitting there means get into any work of these nature and you will be moving ahead. Why Rahu and Ketu are together in divisional charts? In some divisional charts, they are presented in like one house, especially in D30. In D30, they are together in D30, and some other charts, one or two other charts, it is they are shown as. And then they are shown in one house. Understand what it means is that D30 is the chart of obstacles, and what Rahu represents our obsession, what Ketu represents our isolation. What it means is that whether you want it or not, you will have obstacles coming into your life. Okay, whether you are inclined or disinclined doesn't matter. You will have obstacles or misfortunes in your life. So they are part of your life. You should be receptive towards them. You should not neither have the attraction towards them, repulsion towards them. I have written an article on Rahu Ketu conjunction. If you go into conjunction section, you will get that article. Rahu and Sun conjunction. Rahu and Sun conjunction is again like the Sun Venus is like uh, person's ego is destroying the relationship. Rahu Sun conjunction is like ego is getting destroyed. Okay, understand the difference here. The other thing is happening that ego is getting destroyed. Either ways, you have to let go of your ego. Saturn in Ashwini, good for healing. Any healing and healthcare, because Saturn is illness, misery, and Ashwini is metaphysical healers. Venus is basically love and devotion, and Sun is ego or authority. That's why I thought this person must be in love with himself or his ego. right? We can interpret it in this way also. And because he is in love with himself or his ego, that's why he is getting into ego conflict with other people. My ego is more important, right? Anyways, my ego is always more important. Saturn has seventh lord director in fifth house Sagittarius, with moon. Uh, moon okay, with moon indicates it indicates the desire of love marriage. Okay, understand. Fifth house is the love romance. Seventh house is committed relationship. Seventh lord in the fifth house or fifth lord in the seventh house shows that person who wants to get into love marriage kind of thing. But the results will come with delay, hard work, perseverance, and the relationship can be a difficult one because of Saturnian nature. How do we decide if one should go into entrepreneurship or full-time employment? Entrepreneurship is nature of life. Understand this basic thing. Why 90% people are frustrated in their job setup work? Okay, because it is inhuman that one person is working under other person. One person is ruling over a other person. This is inhuman. Okay, for this basic reason only, it is better to have your own work, your own business, your own entrepreneurship rather than working under other people. Job has its own importance. Okay, a job set of work can be utilized for gaining some experience or developing some skills, and then you can start your own business. But job set of work, especially in this day and age where it is very uncertain. Okay, in job setup, you cannot expect like a very settled career, because you never know when they are going to kick you out. Okay, so that's why having your own business is always the way. It is more natural also to earn your own money rather than being dependent on a third person to give you your money. Do you consider Bhavchali chart? I don't. D1 is enough for me. Planet significance in D60. D60 is, I don't consider D60 much, because understand why. So, D60 is a chart which is changing within 1 minute also, sometimes. Okay, within every next minute it is changing. We can never be so sure of our birth time. Even if we were born at a hospital, the best hospital in the world, okay, we can never be so sure of our time of birth. Um, Look at practically, like a child is taking birth, the medical staff is there. Their first concern will be the child. If child is fine, if mother is fine, then they will check all these things. If child's heartbeat is fine, he's breathing, crying and all, yeah, the mother is fine, and then they may look at the time, that okay, what is the time. So at least 1 or 2 minutes will go off in that, and that much time. So that's why we can never be so sure of D60 chart, our D60 chart. That's why D1 is enough. Planet significance in D60. Uh, if at all you want to consider D60, if at all. Now, if I just respond to the main question you asked, uh, D60, as they say, sets up the highest bar of results. Okay, it is the highest possibility you can achieve in the matters of results of a planet. Like, if I have Jupiter exalted in my D1 chart, but Jupiter is in Sagittarius in D60 chart, I maximum result I can get is of Jupiter in Sagittarius in Jupiter Dasha. I may not get Jupiter in Cancer result. This is what they say. Okay, I'm never great fan of divisional charts. D1 chart is enough. Sun, Mercury, Jupiter, and Leo in 9th house of Lagna chart. Great. Just a second. Sun, Mercury, Jupiter, and Leo in 9th house of Lagna chart. Is it good or bad? It can be good and bad both. I think we should get rid of this philosophy, good or bad. All right, it is understand life is mix of both. Both events will happen. You cannot expect only good events. You cannot expect only bad events. Same planetary placement, as I say many a times, same planetary placement can give you good result in your career, and same planet placement can be difficult for relationship. Here also, Sun, Mercury, Jupiter in Leo 9th house. It is excellent for higher education. It is excellent for higher education related matters. But when it comes to relationship, this person can have lots of ego conflicts due to Sun's involvement, Sun and Leo involvement. For any educational matters or guiding, counseling, consulting kind of career, this is excellent. But when it comes to relationship matters, they can have ego issues. So good or bad, both. Rahu in 12th house in Vrishchik Lagna with Venus, Rahu Mahadasha with Saturn Antardasha, things are not going good. Rahu in 12th house with Venus, Vrishchik Lagna. Right. So Rahu, Venus, Rahu, Saturn Dasha. Saturn Dasha is always difficult, right? So let this Saturn Dasha go off, and if there is a possibility, look for foreign settlement. Rahu and 12th house both represent foreign lands. Rahu co-rules your 4th house of home. So your home should be in foreign lands, either ideally. Okay. Look for foreign settlement that may benefit you. What does 7th Lord Moon in 8th house indicate? A relationship can bring emotional instability. Okay, more emotional or mental instability to the person. Because Moon is emotions, Cancer is emotions, 8th house is instability. What is the significance of Pushkar Bhaga Lagna? I have written articles on all these concepts, Pushkar Navamsha, Pushkar Bhaga. I don't remember everything right now, but if you check, if you want, you can check in. If you want, you can check on the website. Articles are there. Pushkar Bhaga, Pushkar Navamsha, and all. Which planets responsible for foreign countries for settlement? Someone is trying to help you, Sudhakarji, so it should help. Anyways, you asked me also, so I should reply. Which planet is responsible for foreign countries for settlement? Rahu represents foreign things. 12th house is the house of foreign lands. 9th house is also related with that. So these 9th house, 12th house, ninth house lord, 12th house lord, planets in these houses plus Rahu are important. Your lawyer side always comes in front when you put your views. All your views have logic, which can make even a tough person at least give a thought on what you have said. Thank you. You skipped mine. Where is your Abhishek ji? Yeah, I took it, right? Rahu in 12th house, Vrishchik Lagna. Okay. I said look for foreign settlement. So I didn't skip. Uh, Kings don't go out, they stay at home. Great. and when king is exiled, and when king is touring. What if Rahu and Venus in seventh house uh, for Cancer ascendant? Cancer ascendant people in relationship, they have difficulties because Saturn rules the seventh and the eighth, so relationship is unstable. Rahu Venus can bring lots of expectations and desires. So this is the case with Rahu Venus in the seventh house and Capricorn. Lots of frustration can be there in relationship matters. Okay. In your article, you have said that around July 2022, Saturn will be in Aquarius and Ketu also aspect Aquarius, right? So there will be stress in this sign. What kind of stress will be there in Aquarius falls in 10th house? Career related, father related. All right. So it is like either person should take care of his father's health, father himself should take care of his health, or some issues with authority figures. Those things can come up. And Ketu Saturn is like very limited results. So because of those limitations, person may feel stress. Fourth Lord Mars in 12th house with Ketu. Okay. Fourth Lord Mars in 12th house. It depends on which ascendant it is. If it is a Leo ascendant, then it is debilitated, then it is a difficult position. When it is Capricorn ascendant, then it is in friendly sign. So here the things here the things can be different as per the ascendant. Rahu Nath, I don't know what it means. Rahu in third house for third house Cancer Lagna. Third house is this self efforts, and it is in Virgo sign. Rahu. Rahu can make them very analytical and critical. So this is what third house Virgo represents, and Rahu there. But it is also of self efforts. So person should make self efforts. Rahu Mars conjunction effect. It is called Angarak Yoga. Okay, people can get really angry, aggressive with Rahu Mars, because understand what is happening. Mars is your actions, efforts, aggressiveness, and Rahu further blows things apart. So Rahu Mars coming together is like person is highly aggressive, highly controlling, dominant, and all that. On everything they can get angry. Okay, so this is where this nakshatra can be difficult, especially in relationship matters or even with your friends, because no one wants to be dominated, no one wants to be controlled or yelled at and screamed at every point of time. So this is where Rahu Mars is very difficult for any kind of relationship or friendship. But in matters of like career, they can be very aggressive, they can be very ambitious, highly active or super active people. Thank you, sir. Hmm. Saturn Ketu conjunction effect. Forget about the house where they are sitting together. Okay. Hmm. Especially like this Jiva Karkas, living significances of that house are gone, because Saturn is limitations and Ketu is separation. So that house results are gone. Living significances. Like one of my friend has Saturn Ketu in the third house. she doesn't have a palm of right hand. Okay, from birth the palm is gone. So that is the kind of impact they make, because none of them is giving anything. What will be the effect of Jupiter and Saturn conjunction in 12th house for Gemini ascendant? They are in Taurus, so again, if person is there can be good possibility, good chance of person settling in foreign lands when two big planets, huge planets, are in the 12th house of foreign lands, so it can be a case. Plus Jupiter Saturn, it can make them spendthrift also. They can have sleep disorders, okay, insomnia kind of thing. Plus spendthrift nature, they may not be able to spend much money, save much money, sorry, spend, they may spend bigger amount of money. So these things can happen with Jupiter, Saturn, and Taurus. But for financial nature of career, like any career in finance, wealth, and assets, this is good position. What are the results when sixth house is activated of Pisces ascendant and Leo moon sign? Sixth house is conflicts, disputes. So in relationship matters, it shows that conflicts and disputes can be there. For career matters, a person can expect some events happening in like at his workplace, and all uh, depends on the strength and dignity of the sun, which is sixth lord here. Mars Ketu conjunction in 12th house Sagittarius and Jupiter Rahu in 6th house Gemini. Great. Sagittarius, that means Capricorn ascendant. So, and this shows another possibility of foreign settlement. Fourth lord going into the 12th house, home in foreign lands, or people with people of different ethnicity culture. So there is a possibility of foreign settlement for this person. Second possibility is like Jupiter Rahu can make someone like highly knowledge oriented. Okay, they can have lots of knowledge information with them, and that they can utilize in their career. But obviously, for relationship matters, these two houses, sixth and 12th, are not good. Sixth house represents conflicts, and 12th house represents losses. So in relationship matters, lots of conflicts, lots of losses. Right. Any further question? Jupiter in first house in Capricorn. It is third lord and 12th lord. Third lord coming into the first house. Self efforts are coming into the life path. A person should be in any kind of self efforts, business, and all. And Jupiter is knowledge. Jupiter in first house, 10th house, ninth house. These three placements, person is natural teacher. They can be very good at teaching other people. It can help. retrograde or anything else. Like in career matters, it doesn't matter, but for relationship matters, lots of frustration as Jupiter is debilitated. Happy New Year, chronology. What does Ketu in the sixth house means? That does this person hates to participate in competition because Ketu is separation, or this person will get excellent results if he participates in competition? So first of all, they are not inclined towards any competition. Okay, because they have already achieved everything in competition in their past life. So it is like, okay, why I need to deal with everything all over again? So this kind of thing happens with Ketu in the sixth house people. Also, like sixth house is your daily work life, and Ketu is isolation, separation. They have no clear idea what they are doing. They are just doing for the sake of doing, and no other option what to do. So this kind of things can happen with Ketu in the sixth house. But like uh, the same thing, like if they get into conflicts, if they are thrown into conflict, if someone is like head bound and that, okay, I will fight with you, okay, that type of situation, then they will come out as a winner. Okay, if someone is like very head bound to fight against them, then they can deal with that person very effectively. So these kind of results. Also, Ketu represents alternate medication. So Rahu Ketu in the sixth and 12th house, alternate healthcare is more important rather than normal allopathic medication. Kaise ho? I am fine, thank you. How are you? Uh, Sun, Jupiter, Mercury in Pisces in first house. Good for spirituality, good for any imaginative creative work, good for working for self again. Three planets in the first house, but when it comes to relationship matter, this person can be self self sufficient. Okay, and he's self focused, self centered, I should say. So that can hurt the relationship. I'm preparing for my judge exams. Can you please tell me how is my career going to be pronounced? Again, I'm not looking for particular charts. If there is a person, there is a conceptual question, you can ask that. So this is the thing. May I ask, does Uranus in Sagittarius first house in Lagna means? Uranus is creation. Someone should create something new. Sagittarius is your higher education knowledge of belief system, and first house is self. Okay, so this person should have his own unique belief system. He should not borrow someone else's belief system. We all live our most of us, 99% of us live our life on borrowed belief system. I'm born and I'm told that I'm a Hindu, I'm a caste, I'm this caste, this religion, this subcaste, this surname, and all that, this community. So this is your belief system. Now this is borrowed. I'm told by others around me that I am this. I need to find out my own belief system. Okay, so this person needs to find out his own belief system, his own religion, his own philosophy, rather than believing in someone else's philosophy. Okay. Then Leo ascendant Surya Ketu Buddha conjunction in 10th house. Right now Ketu Mahadasha running, and I cracked government clerical exam job. Will I crack officer level or not? Any remedy? New year. I don't know. Ketu Dasha, congratulations if you have cleared this examination. But Ketu in the 10th house, my good wishes are with you, but there can be some dissatisfaction in your career anywhere. Okay, any job setup career. Um, I would say that, I would advise you to have at least option open in your head that if your career in the job setup, either in government or this private, doesn't work out, then at least get into your own business. This thought should be open in your mind. This option should be open into your mind. Okay. Because with Ketu Dasha, I feel that there will be some problems in your job setup. I don't wish so, but there can be. Remedies, only meditation. Meditate regularly. Saturn, Mars, Ketu in Lagna, how is it? Difficult. Three strong malefics sitting together in Lagna is difficult. This person may have lots of trouble in finding his life path, what he should be doing, what he is doing, and all. Maybe after 30s or mid 30s, and they may find out their path. This is a difficult conjunction. Saturn, Mars, Ketu. Should take good care of health. लग्न दोष में कुंडली में क्या केंद्र के कारक गुरु लग्न दोष को मिटाता है? कुछ भी किसी को नहीं मिटाता सर, सब अपना रिजल्ट देते हैं. ओके, कोई प्लैनेट ना कुछ मिटा रहा है ना कोई कैंसिल कर रहा है, सब अपना रिजल्ट दे रहे हैं. हर रिजल्ट मिलेगा, गुड और बैड बोथ. Kunal ji, I said I am not looking at anyone's chart. You can ask conceptual questions. How can we focus better through meditation? Does conjunction with outer planets matter? Right. Go on website. There is an article on outer planets. Okay. Just search for outer planets Astro Saxena. You will get it. So conjunction, outer planets, whatever they represent, like as I said in earlier session also, Uranus represents creativity. Okay, creating something new. Neptune represents sustaining, and Pluto represents destruction. So if Uranus is with Venus, they can have very they can be highly creative. They can be like super creative. They can create something new in some area of life. Likewise, if Neptune is with Venus, then person needs to sustain whatever is there. Then if Pluto is with Venus, there can be lots of instability in Venus related results. These things can happen. That article will help you. Outer planets, Vishal Saxena or Astro Saxena, whatever it is. If Venus is in third house, third degree, Rahu in 21 degree, should be considered as conjunction, as degree wise they were too far. They are degree wise too far, but they will be impacted or activated together whenever the house lord dasha is going. Okay, they may be 18 degrees apart, but let's say if they both are sitting in Capricorn sign, and Capricorn Lord Saturn Dasha is going on. So Saturn will activate Capricorn sign in which they are both are sitting. So they both will be activated at that time. So it is better to consider them as conjunction. नमस्कार, मेरी वृश्चिक लग्न की कुंडली में जिसमें देव गुरु बृहस्पति नवम भाव में बैठे हैं और वह वक्री हैं, तो उनके फलादेश में क्या अंतर आएगा? कोई अंतर नहीं आएगा सर, बहुत बढ़िया पोजीशन, मेरा चार्ट है ये. ओके, Scorpio Lagna and Jupiter in 9th house Cancer retrograde, and I am under Jupiter Dasha. Jupiter Dasha भी चल रही है और रिजल्ट आपके सामने है. ओके, बहुत अच्छा पोजीशन है, यूटिलाइज करो. नॉलेज शेयरिंग के कोई भी काम करो, उसमें जाओ, टीचिंग करो, गाइडिंग करो, काउंसलिंग करो पीपल को. अच्छे रिजल्ट मिलेंगे. अगर ये सब नहीं कर रहे हो तो प्रॉब्लम रहेगा. Mars Saturn conjunction in Lagna for Sagittarius Lagna. How this position is? Lots of frustrations, lots of frustration about the life path, what I should be doing, what I should not be doing. The person will have lots of confusion and may find the right path in 30s or mid 30s. Okay. At the same time, like person can be this can become a very hardworking person eventually, because they will realize that nothing happens in life without without putting best of effort. Sorry. Yo, any further question? Rahu is illusion, and usually at the age of 40, this person will realize his illusions about life. So, if this person wants, then can he realize his true self before the age of 40? Rahu is illusion, but it has fifth and ninth aspect. They are the houses of education. Fifth house is education, ninth house is higher education. So Rahu is indicating that if we educate ourselves in matters related with the houses Rahu is aspecting, then we can get rid of Rahu's illusion. So if this person is open to educate himself, open to guidance, counseling, meditation, spirituality, guru advice, okay, guru's advice and all, then he can get rid of his illusion. This is also an importance of guru, because understand, suppose I'm in my 20s, okay, and I have a guru who is in my 60s. Obviously he has seen more life, so he can guide me better, okay. And Rahu may create illusion for me, but my guru can see things better. So if I'm just receptive towards whatever that guru is telling me, that teacher is telling me, that if he tells me that okay, you should work in this area or this field, and it will give good results, I should be having the trust, the faith that okay, fine, let me try in this field. My guru is telling. So uh, this is how we can get better results of Rahu, and get rid of Rahu's illusion even early in life. But we are not ready for any such things, right? We want to live life our own way, which is fine. If ninth house is higher education, then does ninth house represents education after 12th class? It is beyond graduation, because nowadays everyone is a graduate. So anything which is post grad is ninth house. What do advise where Neptune transit trine ascendant? Neptune is sustainability, fifth aspect to ascendant. Okay, fifth is always education. Person should be receptive towards this knowledge or education or guidance and counseling, that he should be neutral in the area where Neptune is falling into his chart. Let's say Neptune is in ninth house, okay, and its fifth aspect is going on to the first house. So, and maybe his education, his higher education is not going great. So this person should be receptive that maybe he is not meant for a higher education. He can start in his career right now. It is not necessary for everyone to have a PhD degree. I don't have any degree in astrology. Okay. Which house represents education till graduation? Fifth house. Fifth house is your basic education. As I said, everyone is graduate. Okay. So fifth house is your basic education, and ninth house is your higher education after graduation, post grad. Okay. Pluto trine Mercury. Person should educate himself about his communication or communication skills, because otherwise he can have lots of troubles coming because of his miscommunication. How will be my health in Venus Dasha? I'm not looking at charts right now, sir. Venus Dasha, if at all it is causing some health issues, it causes health issues related with sugar, diabetes, urine, kidney, these type of health issues. So be careful about it. Oh yeah, Dasha. Whether I will come 42 in few days. So these health issues you should be taking care. What I said, urine, kidney, or sugar, diabetes, these kind of things. Thanks for the session today. I hope a great time ahead for you. Thank you. Wish you the same. Rahu Mercury conjunction. Rahu is in Shravana Nakshatra. Does it show psychology? Psychology subject when choosing subject. Rahu Mercury conjunction. Rahu is in Shravana. Nah. Psychology is more connected with Ashlesha. Okay. So if Ashlesha is also prominent, like if Rahu is in Shravana, most probably Ketu is in Ashlesha. So that can be an indication towards psychology. What do you suggest? Jupiter and Pluto. Destruction. Educate and destroy your belief system to create a new belief system. Last question for me today. Are there any chances that Venus in sixth house can also make a person doctor of diabetes or kidney also? Yeah, it can be. They can serve people in the same issues. Okay. What is your moon sign? Taurus. Moon in Taurus, Rohini 13 degrees. Okay. Right. Okay, I think we are done. Your website is great. So much I learned from you. You are helping all Indians. God will be with you all the time. I am not helping all the Indians. I am helping everyone. Most of the till date, it may surprise you and other people. Till date, most of my clients are Westerners. Okay, 99% of them. Indians rarely take consultation from me. Okay. So I am helping everyone, not only Indians. My concern is everyone. Moon in second house in Leo Lagna, Virgo. Very analytical, critical, perfectionist mind. Same thing can be helpful in career, but in relationship matters it is difficult. Seventh Lord Mars in eighth house with Rahu and Mangal with Jupiter. Aspecting from fourth house, how will be the spouse? It can be difficult for this aggressive nature, right? As I said, Rahu Mars conjunction causes this Angarak Yuga. They can be very aggressive and all that. So aggression can make relationship difficult. Spouse or partner can be dominant and controlling kind of. How can I control my Mars Ketu energy? I'm violent in nature. Get into sports, any physical activity, gym. Tire yourself down. Dynamic meditation. Okay. Search about dynamic meditation. Get into dynamic meditation. It will help you. Thanks for the session. See you soon. Great. See you soon too. Thank you for your time, experience, knowledge, sir. Thank you. Hello, sir. What state are you from? I'm at right now Hyderabad. Okay. What will be the effect combust Jupiter for Capricorn ascendant? Combust Jupiter is like problem in knowledge sharing, knowledge gaining. They can have they may have to put a lot of effort in their education, higher education kind of thing. Plus, they can get into ego conflicts due to the belief system. Okay, religion, philosophy. I believe in this, you believe in this, my belief system is better, your belief system is not. This type of arguments can take place. Okay, take care. Have a nice Sunday evening or wherever you are in the world. Do Scorpio and Taurus are compatible? There is nothing like compatibility.